Alright, hello and welcome to Axel the Color with Jefferey Morrison. How's it going? We're going to do another whip and chat here with Dreamer Designs The Colors of Life by Chuck Pinson, 80 centimeters by 60 centimeters or 31.5 inches by 23.6 inches. Square drill, 52 colors, including one AB, which stands for Aurora Borealis. And they're an iridescent coated type of drill that sparkles a little brighter than that of regular drills. Holy cow, I have cat hair all over the front of my t-shirt here. This canvas is no longer available through Dreamer Designs, but feel free to check out the Diamond Art Club website or app for a similar version of this canvas. Okay, I'm just doing this version because I had it far before Diamond Art Club released it onto their website or app. Okay, I think we were working on 934, and this is like kind of riverbank. I think this is like a kind of water spring here. I thought it was like a rock originally, but it's part of the kind of water system that's down here, or stream. It's way down at the bottom, but yeah. Okay, 934, the asterisk. Or did, oh, I still have a few more. Okay, yeah, still working on this one. Hopefully your weekend's going well. I worked yesterday, went out for breakfast with my dad. More like brunch in my case, but yeah. And ran a couple errands and just got back, put my bed in the washer. Yeah, just another casual Sunday. Have tomorrow off. It's a civic holiday up here in Canada, at least. Okay, asterisk. Yeah, I picked Axel up and gave him a hug today, and he like sheds on command. My cat. He really doesn't like the hugs, but yeah, it's just that few moments of attention to give the cat. He just wants to sleep or whatever, and just wants to rest during the day, but we're all doing something. My dad's like in the basement in the shop, and then mom just came in for lunch, so the cat just wants to chill, but cat feels like he's probably gonna miss out with us doing something, but yeah, that's Axel for you. But, oh, it's in the windowsill now in the living room. Was probably just chilling there. Gave him a couple cat treats and then came out here to do this whip and chat while I'm waiting for my bed to wash. Bedding. Sorry, I keep saying bed. Bedding the sheets. I didn't put my bed in the washer. Holy cow. Be careful with English around here. No, I'm not washing my mattress. I'm washing the sheets that had been on the mattress. Oh boy. Yikes. Alright. Yeah, English can be difficult. Alright. Oh yeah, trying to learn like French or something. When you just struggle with English on a daily basis, and yet it's your first language. Yeah, English is hard some days. French, I struggled to learn it. Like, I just couldn't do it anymore. It's just too much memorization and recall. Yeah, just not my department. Math, 2 plus 2 is 4. I think we're good there. Jeez. Math was not my best subject. Still is not. I always get a calculator out, even for like simple math. Just when the details matter, it has to be an exact number in case for my indoor biking distances and stuff. It's a whole number, no decimals allowed. And then adding my total distance as I go. Yeah. As I ride daily. I'm at like over 5,000 kilometers this year already, so. And we're just over halfway through 2025, so I'll just keep going, but it'll be since this year that I started keeping records of my biking for fundraising. Yeah. $1 per 100 kilometers. I don't know what that is in miles. That's more math. There was a discussion forum that I'm in for like a as the structure fails. It's a Discord server. Yeah, but somebody lives in the U.S., Texas or something, or yeah, somewhere in the U.S. anyway. And the United States works with Fahrenheit, and up here in Canada it's Celsius. So there is a conversion formula for it. I looked it up. I've heard of it before, but it's for to get a Fahrenheit temperature to Celsius. The temperature minus 32 divided by 1 point something, and you get the conversion to Celsius. Yeah. Or just get an app to tell you in Celsius, but yeah. Oh well, it's all good. Yeah, I think I found like a more complex explanation of the formula, and then somebody just simplified it in a reply in the chat thread, so that's fine. Yeah, somebody was asking about the conversion for that on the server, so it's like they've heard of Celsius but not the how do you convert it. Yeah, I don't know if that's an everyday thing everybody should know, but probably not immediately on everybody's mind. Math conversion formula. Definitely not one of the major items on my everyday to-do list, but I am glad that there's a way to find an answer to those type of obscure questions on the internet. Yeah. Quick 2-second search can get you an answer pretty quick via Google. So, oh, excuse me. Yeah. So that's good. I don't know. It usually just pull up a weather app on your phone, or just, hey, what's the weather right now? Look at the window. But yeah, so people probably don't have thermometers handy, like the mercury ones, the analog version, not digital. I'm sure there's still mercury thermometers around. The food industry probably still has to have thermometers. They might be digital, laser heat guns or something to get temperature. But that's interesting how a laser can determine the temperature of something. That's kind of curious. how that got figured out. But I think there's a laser in like a metal detector machine, or yeah, I'm sure lasers are in a lot of technological mediums. Not only in the food industry, but I'm sure like security or something. Laser sensors or something. Yeah, I think for like a couple of garage doors and on my full-time job, there's kind of garage doors, and I'm pretty sure they have laser sensors for them to open back up if they're closing, if somebody walks into the path of the door, overhead door line. Yeah, so that's probably laser as well. So I don't know, that kind of technology is everywhere. X-ray is probably waves, frequency waves or something. I don't think it's laser. CAT scan machines, radio frequency, UV frequency. I wouldn't think UV, but curious. But yeah, lasers are usually invisible to the naked eye. Yeah, you don't see the door sensor laser at my full-time job with those doors, but it's there. I guess if the light is blocked somehow, or the sensor senses that the path of light has been interrupted, the door will reverse its current process, open again. Yeah. And then we have the door on a timer, a 30-second timer, one of them, into a cooler, going into a cooler. So, yep, I've reversed the door tons of times just by kicking my foot out in front of the sensor. Because I just go in and out of these overhead doors all the time. Just constantly on my feet throughout the shifts at my full-time. Part-time job, I'm on my feet as well. But not moving as much as I do at my full-time job. I package product at my full-time job, and I work in a kitchen at my part-time job, so yeah, I move around in the kitchen at my part-time to put product in to fryers and place it on grills, but to cook it. But yeah, I find when I pull out my step counter or fitness app on my iPhone here, it's literally my pedometer and my indoor biking gauge. Like, have my phone in my pocket or velcroed to my leg while I'm biking to pick up the cycling distance. Yeah, via the Bluetooth sensor I have on one of the pedals of my indoor bike to track distance. That's how I tally. How I calculate the distance I've gone this year for my fundraising initiative. Yeah, it's the second Bluetooth sensor I've had to purchase. I wore out the battery of the previous one. It's not the best indoor bike, but it does what it needs to. Yeah, it serves its purpose. I'd consider getting a Peloton or something, one that has an accurate digital gauge to keep track of distance and stuff. But yeah, that's not practical right now. Yeah, so I just have to worry about biking, and then I'd still record keep, but wouldn't have to worry about like the distance as much via my phone or a sensor that I constantly have to replace after so long. Yeah. Oh well, for right now the Bluetooth sensor thing works. I can always get a replacement off of Amazon. It does wear out. It usually just stops recording speed, which then translates into distance on the app that accompanies the sensor. Yeah, on my phone. See, English is hard. I struggled to get that sentence. Struggling today. Oh my cat. I hugged my cat and he hugged me back with a massive puff of cat hair on my t-shirt. Cat is sharing. Wow. Puff. Just sheds on command, man. So cute. Cute black kitty. Yeah. I don't know. Blake's hard to get. Doesn't like hugs, but yeah, pick him up, give him a few kisses on the head, and rub his belly. Really probably doesn't like it. I set him down after a minute or so. He gets all frazzled and starts having a bath. Yeah. Cat. Just wants the attention, but just probably not quite that brazen. Unfortunately. That's what I do for the cat. Deserves attention, and then if he's sleeping, I leave him alone. He has a couple of cardboard boxes that he hangs out in. Curls up in a couple of Amazon boxes. Thanks for the boxes, Amazon. Cat loves them. Yeah, cats just love cardboard boxes. If you gave a tiger a good size box, it would be in it just like a normal house cat would. Yeah, a tiger or a lion or something. There's just something, a sense of security about being in a cardboard box or a box of some sort. Interesting. Yeah, safety, shelter, security. Yeah, so. Yeah, so, yeah. And I kind of left my Douglas mattress box, like a huge box, downstairs. And my cat just lies at the opening end of it. Like, I didn't flatten the box or anything. I could have very well got rid of the box. Like, I've had the mattress for a few weeks now, but yeah. Douglas is one of those mattress in a box companies. You choose the size of mattress and it gets shipped to you in a box, and then it inflates in literal seconds once you get it onto the bed frame and out of the plastic wrap. Like it's vacuum sealed kind of thing. Kind of mattress, shrunk down to a reasonable size in order for packaging. And then once the plastic is opened, the mattress starts expanding instantly. So satisfied with my Douglas mattress. I'm so happy with it. So. It was a purchase I needed to make. Big time. Way overdue. But so glad I did it. I just needed the mattress. So Yeah, huge improvement. I found that I just, on a couple hot days, like after work, I just go lie down on the mattress for a few minutes. And it's cooler down in the basement. Like I have a bedroom down in the basement here. So much cooler. So like cool down and then just relaxing for a few minutes. Closing my eyes. And just having my body cool down. Yeah. Yeah, I've fallen asleep a couple times. Just from cooling down. Parents are like, did Jeff go to bed? Yeah, I just leave the lights off and all that. Just lie on my back on the mattress. And just a nice, cool bedroom. In the wintertime, yeah, we do have like a furnace and all that, but it gets a little chilly in my room in the winter, but I just put extra blankets on. Yeah, it doesn't bother me too much. It's not terrible by any means, but yeah, I just put an extra blanket on if I need it in the winter too. Yeah, I don't want to be too hot in the wintertime either. Like warm, but yeah, not unbearable. My full-time job, I go from like really hot, drier room, like to gas furnaces going, like technically, and then to like packaging area, which is like air conditioned. And, yeah, cooler. So it's like a condensation war going on. Like two different areas. One place has to stay warm enough to sustain the temperature of the furnaces that are running, and it has to stay cool enough for packaging so we don't have a mold problem in the food product. So yeah, yeah, the floors in the cooler sweat during the summer. It's inevitable. Like it's a warehouse environment too, so yeah, it's hard to keep temperatures regulated when you're trying to cool an area down, I find. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get condensation, and then floors start sweating, and then any like windows or stuff get condensation on them, start sweating. Piping, yeah, you get the condensation because you have a cold product going through the piping up to the dryer chamber. Yeah, so the pipes start dripping with condensation. Yeah. And I find that I get hydrated, but I'm not fully hydrated ever on my full time. I stay at a water fountain for like a minute or so and drink some water, but it just never feels like I'm getting enough water to drink to stay hydrated. It's just like a semi recovery of water in the body. We're not allowed to have water bottles like on the factory floor, so we have water fountains, but can't ever seem to get hydrated enough from a water fountain. Yeah. If you drink too much water at once, then you start feeling like crap, and then it's just Annoying cycle. But I sweat like nothing when I'm at my full time, so I know I am working towards dehydration. Yeah, it's just a rough go sometimes. During break, I definitely grab a cup of water. I seem to get more hydrated with a cup of water than that of a water fountain. Couple gulps from a water fountain, but it's a tough go. I still drink coffee, but I know to have water in between cups of coffee, because coffee does not rehydrate you, it dehydrates you. But if I don't have caffeine throughout the day, I get a headache, so I get caffeine withdrawal, and that feeling like crap in heat with a headache just doesn't bode well for myself. So it's just always a toss up. But hot days, and then like smoke, air pollution advisories too, because of wildfires somewhere. The air quality just takes a dive, and that's a problem for somebody else entirely who's sensitive to air quality, like asthmatic or something. At least there's notifications about air quality, poor air quality. It's like it's gonna be hot, hazy, and humid today with a percentage of bad air quality. Just for kicks, I guess. It's like, yeah, great. Oh, I'm pretty sure people with allergies are not having a good time either, because wheat and some crops are getting harvested. Yeah, wheat or hay or straw, some grasses around here are getting harvested. The corn's already tasseled around here, so it's gotta be getting close. It had a really good growing conditions this year. So it got so hot for a few days in a row. And then rained liberally for a couple days. Yeah, had perfect growing conditions. So it just perked right up. Yeah, so it's tasseling and germinating, I guess. Starting to grow the actual corn stalks. However that works. Yeah. Corn's maturing, I guess. Ripening. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think it's corn behind us in the field. Yeah, I think it's corn behind us. There's a beans. Probably beans. I forget. I just know we're like surrounded by fields. Don't own any of them. Like, we don't farm. But yeah, there always seems to be a crop in there every year. But it gets changed around because of the nutrient degradation in the soil from corn. Corn takes a lot of nutrients out of the soil. I'm not sure about beans per se, but yeah, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. Down below in the description, I put the main website link for Conquer. Like well over the halfway point of my 10,000 kilometers this year distance challenge that's with my biking and just walking at work, etc. General movement. Yeah, once I get to 10,000, I get a medal for that. Yeah, and I just might focus on biking after that and get rid of the Conqueror app. Yeah, it's just that much extra app stuff to do on my phone. I just want to focus on my exercise biking and then walking. Yeah, usual, but yeah. I'll put down a note that this isn't available through Dreamer Designs. I'll just keep mentioning that throughout this whole game. Yeah, a while to go. But yeah, other than that, take care. All the best with your crafting endeavors and hobbies, and I will see you again soon. Bye.